Hello,
People
everybody.
did
Hello,
start flying
hello.
in planes commercially once it's probably
It's
good
fine.
enough.
You're mostly not going to
As
crash.
long as it can't go through walls, but we could let.
Indeed. Hello, Alex. Hello, Cheryl.
See, I'm not
Who
getting
wants
chats.
Cool.
This is Shay.
I'm not
Hi.
getting chats. When did you start getting chats?
I'm smarter than you.
That is fact, but I did the trick from yesterday.
Yes, Cheryl asked if we're okay because of the fires.
It's smoky
we
outside.
are okay. Visibility is not great. It is. I opened the door this morning to go to work, and the whole city smells like a campfire.
My hallway smells like a
Yeah,
campfire.
it's amazing. And it's Shay. He does YouTube videos as well.
Yes.
On his
Plug your channel.
Yes.
Oh,
Go.
sure. I run a channel called RTFM where I teach people how to play board games. Right now, I'm working on Twilight Imperium 4th Edition, which is a ridiculous game.
Super simple. I heard
And you
don't
did
even
TI3,
need
right?
it.
I did do TI3. That was the first one I did. It is now the most watched Twilight Imperium 3rd Edition rules explanation video on the internet.
Woo!
It's a long sentence, but so I'm working on
Awesome.
4th Edition, and hopefully that will be just as good.
It absolutely will be.
I also live like 3 buildings away from
Yes,
you guys.
that's true. Well, you guys know each other
So-
from college?
Yes.
Yeah, we were in an improv team together
That's
way
right.
back when, and we randomly ran into each other at Strategicon
Yep.
a few months ago.
Yep.
Randomly, because you weren't even there for like the whole con. You
I
were
was
there,
there
for
A meeting,
half
right?
of a day.
Yeah, that's
I was
right.
meeting up with somebody else, and I was looking around, and I see someone. I'm like, that guy kind of looks like Mike.
Yeah.
That's freaking Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like I'm like in the middle of like planting a tree in photosynthesis. I look up and we're kind of doing that whole like,
Yeah.
okay, because
this
that's like
guy?
one of my biggest fears is thinking I'm recognizing someone and
Hey,
it's
what's up, man? If you're
stranger.
wrong,
Yeah.
Super anxiety, but I'm like, this is Shay. It's gotta be. Go, and then I saw your eyes sparkle. I was like, okay, cool, we're good.
Got the sparkle.
Speaking of photosynthesis, I actually got to play that a few times. I wrote a review for it for Geek and Sundry. It's on our best of 2017 list.
What?
So that's going to be coming up sometime soon. I don't know exactly when yet.
That's like,
up,
in
thumbs
case
down.
you like
Thumbs up. Best,
Yeah.
best, one of the best of our.
best
that's right,
games
yeah.
to hate in
Yeah,
2017.
best games to hate.
Photosynthesis.
We like it quite a bit. It's right behind you there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So it is. I love that it presents itself as a very pleasant game, and it's so cutthroat.
Yeah.
Yes, it really
That's
is.
friggin'
Yeah.
nature right there.
Yeah, but that's true. Again, it's
tough.
like now it's like I need sunlight. I don't care about you. I don't care for both trees.
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
we're not akin to each other.
We've actually only played it a couple times. We've only played 2-player. And I imagine in even 3 or 4, it's insane.
Yeah.
Because where are you going
It's
to go?
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Playing
It's like you
fourth
can't.
player.
The good thing about it is it seems like it's not personal. It's
Yeah.
like you're going
Actually,
to block somebody.
I
You're
know,
also
like-
going to block yourself
like
sometimes.
the sun will move, you'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't be mad. Should have built a better tree.
I'm a jerk when I play that game, though.
That's
Yeah.
fine though. That's
Yeah.
okay. That's how. Again, that is nature.
It's like, hey, why do you have like 4 trees in your ready area? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
About to frickin' it's gonna be a flash sale in here.
Indeed. All right. Well, that's our backstory.
That's a
This
bit
one.
of banter.
Oh, and then we
that
found out he lives like 3 buildings away from us.
Oh, yeah.
That,
So-
that was the end of that story.
No, yeah, okay. So to go back to it, so we're catching up. We're like, hey, what have you been up to in life? Because this was, I mean, we were in. It's like 7 years ago. We were in
Yeah.
improv, which crazy. You have not aged at all. Stuff has changed on this side, but that's okay. So and we start talking, and I'm just like, oh, where do you live? You know, it's like what you talk about in LA is like, where do you live and like where do you
Yeah.
work? So you figure out like where you're driving. That's like LA, and I just had a feeling like this dude's gonna live up in the valley. He's like, I live in the valley. I'm like, we're in the valley, and I'm
And
thinking,
it's always that thing of like you say you have to narrow it down. It's
Yeah.
like
the valley
you
is
start
like
by saying,
40
why do
miles
we-
long.
yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I live in the valley. Oh, well, I live in this neighborhood in the
Yeah,
valley.
exactly.
And they're like, where? And it's like, I live like not on this street, but like right off the street. Where?
yeah, exactly.
They
I
just
live
do
in this,
it.
I live on this tiny road. Like, don't even say, where?
It's like this weird road that kind of ends sort of, and I'm just like, and then sure enough, we're like 3 apartments down. So
Yep.
that,
And it's
Of
like, he's
course.
like, I have a YouTube channel for board game. We're like, we have a YouTube channel for board games. What a weird circle.
Yeah.
so he left his studio to come to ours, and now we're here. So that's the end of that story. What are you playing, Nick?
Woo! And thank you, Cheryl, for putting a link to his YouTube stuff in the
Awesome.
chat there.
Thank you so much.
Shouts out. Look for TI4 teach and
Look for the whole game.
Just watch the videos.
live
Have a really
playthrough.
good Dead of Winter one.
1 hour.
Yeah.
They
They
really run through it.
The good thing about him is that, like us, he's also there to entertain you. So it's not so dry.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
really
really try to
appreciate
work on it.
I will
Because
move the Flandorians. I don't know their name. I've never played this game. over here to
What does the
conquer.
lion do? The lion is so prominent on the
The
cover.
Lions are the economic powerhouse in this game.
Okay.
They're
Makes sense.
excellent traders. They've got a lot. I can get really granular with
Tune
this.
into
yeah,
the video.
It's a whole different stream. It's a whole different
So,
stream.
It's just such a
Um,
big part of the cover, and I'm like,
yeah.
what is that about?
They're pretty cool. They
Okay.
make money like nobody's business.
Okay.
King
which-
of the Bank's son?
Which could be friendly, or it could be like, oh, they're just building giant armies because they can pay for it.
Sweet.
There's also that. So today we're not playing TI4.
Ain't got that time.
Surprisingly, we are playing Kana, Gawa by Yellow Games. This is by Bruno Catala and Charles Chevalier, I believe, because I'm cultured.
Chevalier?
Yeah.
Chevalier?
Chevalier.
Yeah, I'm a chevalier.
Chevalier is his name. Charles Chevalier.
Chevs.
Yeah, Chev. I'm gonna call him Chev. Big Chev. What's up, Big Chev?
Chev, dude.
Okay, now he hates us, and that's good. Good for him.
It's good. I came here to burn your bridges for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks,
Exactly.
man.
Help us
So-
alienate every prominent designer.
So cool.
Okay, yeah. So this is kind of Gawa. It's a set collection game-ish, kind of in a way. You're essentially you're in Japan and you're building. You're in art school and you're building a painting, a very long,
Mhm.
continuous painting. So you're getting cards. And the cards have different landscapes on them and different figures and characters and things on them. And you're trying to collect certain ones to get these diplomas up here, which have numbers on them.
So like beautiful tableaus.
Yeah, a little tableau, and it's cool that all the landscapes match up so that as you build your painting out like this, it all makes sense. Kind
It's
of
like
in
when you call
a
into the radio and you hear yourself. It's
kind of
like,
in a Carcassonne kind of way where everything, when you have put things together, they all make sense. You know, it creates one picture. But you have to be able to learn skills to be able to paint certain landscapes. I want to paint a mountain landscape. Well, you got to learn that skill first, and all this different kind of stuff.
So
It's a very good game. Not too complicated, but a lot of strategy in it.
There's a lot of things to go for. There's these diplomas up here which you can earn. That's going to be most of your points. So, you know, it might give you want to have a painting with a lot of buildings in it, or a lot of different people, or a lot of trees. And you're presented opportunities to collect these diplomas as we come across them.
Indeed.
What I like about this, because I just learned this game a few minutes ago.
Truth.
If you get one of these diplomas, you can't get any of the other ones.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
of that color.
Of that color. That's
Yes.
right. Sorry.
Yeah.
So you can get one maybe you can get one right now, but if you hold on, you might be able to get a bigger one.
Yeah,
Yes.
you might get like an extra tool
Yeah.
with it. or-
Once you qualify for a certain diploma, you have to decide then and there if you want to take that one. Because if you decide to not take it, because they have different numerical values, so you might want to wait out for a better one, but then you can't ever go back. So if you wait for a better one, then someone else takes it, you then can't take the one you passed up. So it's again like, should I take it now or should I
Yeah,
wait?
yeah.
Do I think I can get there before anyone else? Because if you don't, you're screwed out of that one.
It's
And
a little
so
bit of press your luck, and as soon as you pass, people know why you're passing. So then Jake's just
Yeah.
like, I'm ready to go. I got this in my back pocket.
Yeah.
Boom!
it's very interesting.
Trees. Yeah, so it's really fun.
And the way you get cards is interesting, but we'll do that as we play.
Let's do it right now.
Let's do it, Mike.
Are
Go
we
ahead.
ready? Yeah, we're ready with these cool paintbrushes. We
Ready.
need something to paint.
These are really neat tokens. I like these a lot. I
And
mean,
this playmat is like this rolled up bamboo playmat, which is so unnecessary, but I love it.
it's
Indeed.
awesome.
You know?
I love little touches like this.
Oh, yeah.
when you
You
can
can
throw
go a
something
long
like that.
way if you do that.
Again, I love overproduced games. As long as I'm like crazy driving the price, I love it. It's the
No,
best.
it's just enough. It's just enough to make it kind of pop on the table a little bit.
Like the poker chips in Splendor.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure no one would ever play that game because it's mostly terrible. But
Some
yeah,
shots
fighting
were
words,
just
fighting words.
fired.
Shots
across the
Here's the thing, no one would play this terrible game if it wasn't for those damn poker chips, which are completely unnecessary. They could be
Ooh.
little cardboard
No,
chips
no, no.
or cubes, and it'd be the exact same crappy game.
Table flip. But here's the thing. I'm right with Nick on that.
I know, but I do love the click, 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 click.
It's so
click, click, click.
satisfying,
Oh, it's
those
so
chips.
satisfying because they're really meaty and heavy. But man, that game sucks.
We have some dissenting opinion on
That's
that.
fine,
'cause
that's
I
fine.
like that game a lot,
Okay.
but we're not here to play that game.
We'll
So-
play it in the future. Maybe you can show us, because I same thing with Century Spice Road. I was just like, I don't care.
I don't like
Hmm.
themeless engine builders. They
Anyway.
bore me. But that's beside the point. We keep talking about
time.
other games. Let's play
Now that
Gawa
we
and then we'll fist
alienated
fight
our
after this. It'll be fun.
Let's begin.
Okay.
Your first play.
I figured that would make it easy since you're the
Yeah.
new guy. So now that we have one row of cards, we can select at this point to either begin our work or expand our knowledge. Basically, we can wait for more cards to come out, but then I run the risk of other people selecting the column that I wanted. I'm like, or I can just start to work. So right now, there's this card which gives you a wild. That's cool, but I'm going to wait. I'm personally going to pass and wait to expand my knowledge. So now Nick's going to have a chance to grab one of these 3 cards if you wish.
I'm cool.
Yeah, I think I'm going to pass as well.
Okay, so we're all going to expand our knowledge, in which case a second card from each column is going to come out. There's always one from each round that's going to be face down, but you can see the back of the card, which gives some information about what's probably
What
on the
might
outside.
be there, yeah. You also never know.
Oh boy. So I'm
You got
curved.
a 3-treer out there.
3 trees?
So even though it has 3 trees, does that count as having 3 trees?
Yes,
Oh,
it
it
does.
does.
3
So it
trees
is
present, not
is
3 tree cards.
trees total. So this will instantly get you to that first diploma level. Pretty sweet.
But
You have to
In
have
order to
2
play, you have to
mountains.
have 2 blacks,
Exactly,
we don't.
exactly. Which is, so
Expensive.
right now,
okay.
you would have to
Ain't
turn
no
that
one
into
painting these
knowledge.
trees right now.
Yeah.
Nick is the only one who would have
I have
a
one
chance at it.
Yeah.
Well, no, not
Well,
even.
maybe. I'd have to get another card first.
You're right. Oh god.
Look at you. Moogloss agrees with you.
Good.
Believes
I like
in
you,
Splendor.
Gloss.
Well,
Nah.
we're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
Here's the thing.
I
That's just
guess.
like they've been watching a stream for a little while, and we've bought their allegiance. Don't mind them. They're just like, what do you? I would agree with Brothers Murph. You can disagree with us. You can love Splendor. That's totally fine.
I mean, not if you like good games.
Okay.
shots left and right.
Don't agree. I would play it. It's,
Come in with the body shots. Boom. Okay. I'm gonna pass. I gotta learn more. I'm just a baby student, barely a freshman. Hi, Carl. I'm sorry, Carl from Connecticut.
Carl from Connecticut.
Carl. On our side.
Nice, Carl.
Maybe.
Nice, Carl.
Oh, there's more blue. Oh no, yeah. We're
I
good.
didn't know a Carl. I've never known a Carl from Connecticut.
I imagine
probably
there
not
are a
that-
few.
Yeah, there's probably more than one.
There's like at least 2 or 3.
Are you the only one, Carl? You find out by the end of this stream. Oh my lord!
That's
I'm
not the phone
gonna
book.
do this.
Okay, well, fine.
Ha! So now I have to play this immediately, but like what I'm doing doesn't really affect you guys. So go ahead and continue.
Just know that
Okay.
we're watching you, man. Don't be.
Yeah.
Don't be. Don't
All right,
be just
well,
like,
I'll
I have the
explain
materials.
this right now. So I'm going to turn this into a painting.
You're
It
painting.
requires 1 mountain landscape, which I have one already on this tile. So I'm going to boom, paint a mountain. I actually look at this is. And then I'm going to turn this one into knowledge. So now I have the ability to paint 1 ocean or water landscape.
Okay.
Oh,
All right. So I feel like either of these would be good to have. So I'm gonna pass as well.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
that means I'll get the last pick, whichever it is.
Yes.
But
you'll be stuck with something.
Tis
Yeah.
true, but I mean, like you said, you're not. It's gonna be just fine.
yeah, I'm not too worried because I feel like both of these are pretty good.
Especially this early in the game, it's like not really like I need this. It's like you're kind of like, yeah, I'll take what I
Good
get.
golly
Yeah.
gee, I'm gonna grab this.
Someone just wanted to paint something.
It is so satisfying to paint stuff. I've messed
Hey.
up games because I'm like, I like painting. I just paint a bunch of things, then the end of the game, and I
And
had
then
like,
realize you're
oh,
at 10
I
paintings.
didn't-
Yeah, because the game trigger ends when you have 10 paintings. So now I have 2 because you already start with 1 painting on your tile. I have 2. Once someone has 11, that triggers the end of the game. Is there another end of the game trigger?
if this deck runs out.
If that deck runs out. So
So if we're just not painting enough.
a lot of times you'll get to 10 paintings and then you need the game to not end because you're trying to, you need more points or whatever. And so you can also prematurely end the game, also go boom, 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 paint like 3 things and end the game. So you also can do it that way.
Alexander, you get that dog addicted to TV like the rest of us, young man. That's
You have to
not
choose between us or your dog, Alex.
Except my pup doesn't want me to watch the stream. All right, so I'm going to turn all 3 of these into knowledge, you guys. So I'm gonna
Loser.
use 2 assistants and the ability to paint an Oathian. Now, this is going to get us right up into this right here. So now I have 2 of one similar type of background. Landscape. So I need to choose to grab this diploma, which will give me 2 victory points at the end of the game, or I'm going to choose to pass on it, meaning I forfeit my right to grab it ever again, and if I have the opportunity to grab another one later, I can do that.
And the next one, he needs
Then.
3 of the same type.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna risk it.
Loser.
I'm gonna risk that biscuit.
All right. So I am gonna learn some knowledge with this black mountain landscape, and then I will use that knowledge. Oh wait.
Type.
Sir. Ooh. No wait. That gives me the thing. Oh shoot.
Wow, the one is nice, yeah.
So much
Yeah. That's
to wonder about.
That's what I wanted. Think I'll do.
Use some AP. You're gonna lose some victory points.
I am gonna lose some victory points, but I think having the
The wild is
It's
sweet.
usually
wild
yeah,
is
it's
gonna be
super
really
sweet.
good.
It's usually worth it.
and then
10-month-old white Swiss Shepherd
What does that even mean?
means
Swiss
cute
Shepherd.
alert. I don't even know what a Swiss Shepherd is. but
10-month-old
I'll own it.
white Swiss.
so I'm gonna paint this one using the wild because
Okay.
this gets me a victory point,
That will get you a victory point.
and then I will
Absolutely.
build this knowledge. So I will also have.
The only thing is like it's beneficial to play on game boards or on game mats sometimes because it's a little bit tricky to slide the cards underneath.
Is that Crystal Paisano? I'm guessing.
What?
So. It says Chris P, but it's spelled Crys. I'm guessing it's you. Hi, Crystal.
If
that
so,
is you.
a most noble dab in your honor?
We
Give
say
myself
hi
a
in the
concussion.
customary way.
Okay, so I
Alright.
think we're all, and so you're gonna have an extra move.
I get an
Okay,
extra
so
movement.
now you have 2 movement.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you wish to grab this diploma right now,
Um.
which will get you an assistant symbol, which won't
Have
overtake
actually.
my, or do you want to try to get to a third?
Oh, so because you got 2 assistant symbols, if I get 1, nothing.
Because I got
happens.
2 this round, correct?
But
right,
if
Nick?
you, what happens if you got 1 and I got 1?
I think what it,
Whoever's first player.
Whoever's already.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
technically,
What
whenever you grab your
ties.
cards, you're supposed to do your whole turn, and then the next person's supposed to grab their card.
Okay.
So in terms of assistance and stuff like that, or who gets
Since I
what,
got my
whoever
one
technically
first.
got their stuff first.
But if at that point Shay went second but had 2, that would overtake. Or is it just the first person to play an assistant symbol in a round?
first person plays assistant symbol in a round.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So,
the numerical
So
value
me getting
next to
2,
it-
I guess, didn't matter.
Yeah, so we usually do all things simultaneously because there's no point. And I was like,
yeah.
let me wait for your whole turn to be done before we just have to like who's first, and then you okay, so you get the assistant. So
Mhm.
so it's one of those things. If you're first player, you play assistant first, you're gonna keep the.
It
first
is
turn.
you! Paisano, how you doing?
As we're gonna do that every time we see or meet you. It's gonna
Sorry,
happen. I'm sorry. Pizza Rock in Las Vegas bar trivia. Is it just general bar trivia, Crystal, or are you doing like a theme night?
Jealous. Okay. Sorry, focus on damn game.
Gosh. All right, so Mikey's still first. So why don't you draw us out some new cards, Mikey?
Okay, so you're passing on
I am
this.
passing on that because it's not going to help me. It'll get me up points. but
Risking.
I'm ahead of you guys as far as
That's true.
movement goes. So
You are. You'll likely
Wow,
be
2 triple trees. Man, we got
2
2 triple
triple
trees out
trees.
already.
shoot.
not
Triple
not the right
trees.
symbols. Gosh. I gotta pass, man. There's nothing I can do with this.
Considering I can't paint either of those triple trees, I'm gonna go ahead and pass too.
I'll pass as well.
Okay. Ooh, a building.
Classic.
Ooh, a face down card. Ooh, a single tree. A lonely tree in winter. This is tricky. I'm going to grab the third column at 2 cards.
Loser.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, Nick?
I'll pass.
Grab these guys.
Well, Nick, would you like a third card? Or you just want 2?
I already
You're gonna
passed,
get that.
technically.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dang.
That.
Damn.
I can't paint this, but I'll.
Lit.
I have a question.
What's your
Does
question?
this multicolored knowledge?
It does, but it
circle?
won't count towards like these.
It doesn't count
No,
towards
because
that.
it's in a
Okay.
separate.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct.
That would
Oh,
be sweet if it
so
did.
That
here's
was my
a
question.
question. I just want to pick y'all's brains. If oh, never mind. I've got a lot to consider right here, but I think
He doesn't want to tell us the strategy.
Correct. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this.
We heart you too, Crystal.
I'm going to do this. Okay, check it.
Riveting stuff.
Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in my studio. That gives me 3 ocean symbols.
Okay.
I'm going to collect this diploma at this point. So this is
Makes
gonna have
sense.
3 of the same type. This is going to grab me a brush and give me points at the end of the game. So this is going to grab me a brush. Now I have 3 brushes. So I have to decide, do I want this diploma at 3 brushes or I want to try to push it to 4? I'm going to wait because I'm going to put this in my studio, which is going to give me another brush. So I'm going to have 4 brushes.
Oh, so now you should get that. I mean,
If I don't, that would be unwise because that'd be the last opportunity. So now I have 4 brushes.
Damn.
So I'm going to grab this diploma. Boom.
okay. Someone's getting a little brush happy. But...
So I haven't painted anything, but I'm just like, I got real clean. Got clean brushes right here.
Clean brush, bastard.
You want
quadruple wielding brushes? We're like,
I can,
yeah, sure.
Like, they're like, why don't you just paint something? It's like, why don't you clean brushes?
Oh,
Don't
you know
rush
what?
me.
I forgot to do a thing here, which was that once I placed this, although I guess technically my round is after yours.
It
Yeah,
is.
technically,
So-
I'm also after mine, so.
But don't act like you're going to snag 5
Yeah.
trees.
I wasn't going to stack
But,
4 trees.
but you
so.
waited until you got 3. So does that mean, didn't you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Do you have 3 trees?
No,
No,
I
you're good.
have no trees.
So when it gets to your thing, though, we're going to have to discuss whether or not you wish to pick up a diploma with.
Yeah. All right,
4
so
trees.
I turned this, I guess, sunset landscape, whatever that was, hills, I guess,
Yellow.
into knowledge, and then I am going to keep one of my brushes here on mountain, and then move this one onto the hills, the yellow one, and I'm going to paint these 2, which is 2 unique characters. So the
Now I'm just waiting to comment, but I want you to get through your turn.
so the comment, so the character ones are kind of interesting because the first one is if you have 2 unique characters, you get the first one. If you have 3 unique characters, you get the second one. But if you have 3 of the same character,
So
you get the third one. And this is also the highest ranked diploma in the game. It's very hard to get 3 of the same character. Also, because people see that you already have 2 of the same, so if one comes up, someone usually takes it. So right now, I have enough to qualify for the 2 different characters. I'm going to go ahead and say nah and wait. And then that is my turn.
Cool. So I painted some more trees, and I learned how to paint greens. More
I guess,
trees.
yeah.
You guys don't have any trees at
I'd
all,
say
so
go
I'm
for it.
gonna
Yeah.
wait
I'd go for it too.
on that. I got my eye on that 7.
Oh, so you think you're Mr. Tree Man now?
I think I could be.
Watch me clear cut a forest bigger than the fire is right now. Seriously, are we going to make it till tomorrow? I don't know. There are 50-mile-an-hour winds just blowing walls of flame.
That's the problem. It's like,
Oh
it
my
is
God.
seriously.
So wait. So Crystal, we love you right back, and let us know if we're ever in Vegas and there's trivia. I freaking love doing the pub trivia stuff. So
Yeah.
you got to go do that.
True.
And then favorite Bruno Catala games. That's tough. There's. All I'll say is Nick does a metagame minute about that.
I do. It's not about my favorite Bruno Catala games necessarily.
It is about our fondness for that Bruno Catala, though. Are we all done here?
We are.
God, Mike, you're
Starting
yeah,
round
yeah.
3 while Nick ponders the answer.
Hold on. I
Did
can,
anyone
I
play
can
an
tell you
assistant?
definitively. Hold on.
No. You are still first.
Okay. Still possess the Grand Master. So we have a wild thing.
Wow, thing.
Darn out.
So glad I wasn't the only person who did that.
You never will be. Oh yeah, Nick's got a list. We did a list on that. We can
My
probably
favorite Bruno Catala game is Histrio.
officially.
I haven't played that one.
So damn good.
It's the thing about it is we don't like to play with 2 players. We have to play dummy characters. So we're always just like, I wish we had more people. So if you want to come back,
It's so also
You
it's about
can
theater,
include-
so you can
Okay.
put on a play for the king.
Okay.
So Histrio, then
It's,
Abyss.
really fun, quick, light. Great art. It's a fun one. We should
It's
play it.
so
I'm
good.
not in love with these cards. I'm going to pass personally. Nick, is there anything here that you wish to?
I kind of want to take the tree just to be a douche, but that won't help me at all, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, I'm a pass.
You're just gonna. Oh, it's a good point. There's nothing we can do to stop you. Because I don't want it. Because I can't paint that. Okay, round 2 or second card coming out.
G Money wants to see our Jack Burton action figure. He's real small, but look at him.
He's big enough, baby.
Look at that. Pork Chop Express right there. Boom.
Yeah. It's a Christmas gift from a buddy of mine last year who shares an equal love of Jack Burton and Big Trouble in Little China. Oh God, now I'm getting stuck with. I've mastered a lot, but this isn't.
Oh, these trees.
Yes, no, he's gonna get his
Oh,
damn
there's
tree.
trees everywhere.
There's
Oh,
trees
yes.
everywhere.
I'm gonna friggin' pass.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
You definitely should. You're gonna get a tree regardless.
Yeah.
So
Who friggin' cares, man? Treed up, get 9 trees. Who cares? Okay. Flapping. I'm gonna grab.
I don't know if it is.
what's an inappropriate way to refer to kids? Ooh, that's sexual. It's like I don't think. God damn, that's the one I wanted.
Oh, sorry, dude.
Oh crap.
Hashtag soups. Sorry, you can have your second favorite pick.
Oh man.
The problem is I just don't have the damn.
That's not what I need.
So I played an assistant, y'all. So back up off. Step off. I'm gonna put my brush down here on my tree landscape to build my first part of my painting here. It has a tree.
Should have put out playmats.
I thought about it, but then I was just like, dude,
It's so hard to slide these under.
Playmat central. You just gotta grab them and you gotta get like a little lean going and then drop them into place ever so gently.
So this is a weird position I'm in. I'm gonna play this tree, of course I am.
Yeah, as you should.
Now I've got these two, and I can't play either of them because I'm using the wild to do that one, which means I'm just going to get another wild, which is cool, but that's another -2 points.
Yeah,
that I
and you have
didn't
no choice.
necessarily
Yeah,
want.
exactly.
Yes, and
exactly.
unless you get a card that gives you a symbol to hold something in your hand, you have to play everything. So that
Yes,
is
there are
a bummer.
things that allow you to hold on to
But
things
you're
for
about to
turn
have
turn.
all the freedom.
That's
I would just
true.
drop a brush right on that wild now, knowing that like
Yeah.
let's paint.
Yeah.
Well, I could do that, but this would give me another brush. So I'm gonna get that second brush. So when it gets to me, I'm
I'm
gonna grab
in a weird
tree to pull
position. IMP. IMP.
In my pants.
Probably in my pants.
Fascinating. It's just so funny. Like, there's certain things that just stay funny. Like we did in our latest episode of our podcast, we did this game In My Pants, where you're saying board game names, and then the other person has to finish it by saying In My Pants without laughing.
Sure.
So we're like, oh, this will be good. And like, freaking people lost their minds. And like, of course.
It's become by far most popular
Because
segment,
it's
yeah.
so
But
stupid.
it was fun. It was
it's
fun.
so stupid that like
Yeah.
it's just gotta be
There's
fun.
a lot that work. Wait, so
Well,
many.
I'm
that work.
looking. Okay, so I'm looking at games right now that we have propping up our camera. The Prodigals Club in my pants.
Yeah. Mysterium in my pants. I mean,
Mysterium.
yeah. What was the my what I get? Oh, I got But Wait, There's More. I got Dave with But Wait, There's More. That's a good one.
That's just great. That's just great.
It's just so good.
It works on fortune cookies, works on games. That's so
Oh, so I guess I'll say what I did.
sorry, my bad. I don't care.
So I
Don't
turned
let
this
go.
into
That's
a,
cheating.
I turned this into a forest
Okay.
landscape. I also got 3 unique characters now, and so I will be taking this one
Okay.
right here. Now this also gives me a wild token. On the top of these painting cards, there are different seasons. Essentially, there's summer, fall, spring, and I don't have any winter, but there's winter too. And you get points at the end of the game for how many of the same season you have in a row. So you can get one of these wild tokens, which means you can change one of them at the end of the game into a wild to give you the biggest streak you can possibly get, kind of thing. So
This
So you
game
can
is
hold
sweet.
on to the
until the
the
end of the
stroke?
game, yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
so you can try to
The season's something I never pay attention to. It's just too much for me to think about. The paintings, the things in them, and the seasons
It's a
is too
lot.
much. So I usually don't pay attention to it,
But it's
but I should because it's probably a really good strategy.
I was trying to do that. I'm like, oh well, that.
Yeah.
So now what did you do?
It's like
sir?
if you can extend the season, cool, but it should never be priority 1.
It's-
and then
it's
you
1 point
made
per
your
keeping it
wilds.
I got them trees, yo.
trees.
Son.
So I got this diploma. Has anyone else gotten an assistant?
Mike,
I
This-
played an assistant.
Oh,
this
you
turn.
Mike's
did.
his first player all damn day.
Boom.
Well,
Teacher's
I
pet.
still got 7 points, so I
Yeah.
feel like it's alright.
Better than my 2 diplomas combined. So
And you're also
well
going to get a
done.
third brush.
And I do get a third brush.
That's a
ticket to ride.
And
in
I
my
have
pants.
2 wilds and 2 movements, so I can do anything all the time.
Get at me.
truth.
Oh wait. So wait. Did you do you
So-
want the 2 movement diploma?
Oh, I've
Oh,
already
you already
yeah,
passed
yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Right, correct.
Shit,
correct,
you
correct,
right.
Correct. You right. Okay, next round. So next round, oh man, I need some sons. I got none. I'm gonna pass. I've said it.
I'll pass.
Yeah, I'll pass too.
Woo! Sometimes you just gotta woo it out, you know. It's just real, just hunker into one, you know.
I'm not gonna say all these out loud because I'm gonna try to save.
Yo,
some of these.
don't be saying too many of them.
No,
because-
good because we're gonna.
But then you and I both know them. We're on separate teams.
So what? I'm gonna drop it on Matthew Jude's face later. That'd be amazing. I mean, what Cheryl just wrote, that is dope. Okay, I'll just say it. Sushi Go Party. Specifically, Sushi Go Party in my pants. That is amazing.
Now, did you say he was going to say that if the rounds kept going on last time?
Oh,
Yeah, so, no, it is a good one. And the part of the title's great.
yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, so I got some gems in my head. Ass on my ass.
It's one of my. You just have a lot of nonsense that you say. That's one of my favorite ones.
Ass on my ass.
Like, what does that even mean?
It's pretty clear. He's got an ass on his ass.
Yeah, ass on my
So
ass.
like, two people backed into each
I
other.
don't even know. I don't even know. It's like, how is it on? Is it on top?
I'm gonna pass.
He passed.
She might just threw out a good one.
I don't want to say I want to burn it. Just in case someone watches, we're gonna keep that. That's our secret, folks. If it's in writing, the writing disappears. But if we speak it, then it exists.
All right.
How literally dare you? I didn't even see that. Are you gonna pass that?
Well, now probably, cause
Suck it!
Yeah,
That's the life of a painter, bro.
that actually does
What
help
were
me
you
out a
gonna
little
do?
bit though, because now you're first player. So I'm
Also, but real
last.
quick, I do have 2 mountain symbols, so I'm going to grab this because I don't think I'm going to get to 4 before either of you. So I'm going to grab
I'm out of the runner, but
this one, and then I'm going to build a tree.
I guess I can try and.
it's true. The In My Pants game works with any and all things, but board games works well too, and it's more fun for us because we're all in the middle of it. I've written down some bangers for later. Oh man, I got some stuff. Okay, so we're both passing then.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Buildings. A storm.
Straight buildings and a storm. A storm is always useful. I can't build it because I don't have a friggin' sun to save my life. I'm gonna take the left column here.
Then yeah. Let's see what I can do with this.
And Nick, you played an assistant or no?
I did not.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot.
He might.
Well, if I do, I'm not. So if anyone does play an assistant, they will be grabbing. I have no assistant to play.
So this means you can hold a card in your hand
Yeah.
from turn to turn,
Yeah.
which is very nice.
That is very nice. And 2 points.
And 2 points.
It's also wild.
Which
But
is true.
I think. Oh, both of these will get me some
Yeah,
good
tough.
stuff. I think.
Okay.
Do that, and then
Oh, by the way, I'm not taking this 3 trees. Just let you know. I'm not taking this 3
Not
trees.
even worried about it.
so
No.
did you play an assistant?
I did not. So if
Did
you
not.
do, you will
be first.
gain the assistant.
Okay, I think that's probably what I'm gonna do.
And if you have the the master token at the end of the game, it's 2 points.
Yeah.
2 extra points.
Yeah,
So.
so it's nice to have.
I'm just gonna build a bunch of knowledge.
Can be straight up hecka smart at the end of this.
Yeah, that's the plan. If I didn't learn anything, what was the point?
True.
So I've almost counteracted the negative points.
You're getting there. You're getting
Oh
there.
no, wait, I have.
Yeah,
With that.
you're out of the
So-
hole. And these are all points. I mean, you're
Cool.
like at least at 3. Okay, so I'm going to build 2 things. So one requires 2 oceans and one requires a tree. I'm already on a tree. I've not placed these brushes yet, so they will get placed on 2 of these oceans to cover both of those. So I have 1 building and 1 animal, so I'm not to the threshold of anything. I've already taken this.
Oh, you're right.
Ooh.
Nick's trying to stump me. So what about this diploma here? I said, I got that right there.
I was trying to help you out because you passed it up. They'd be like,
And I
all right.
appreciate it.
Because if you forget and you go around, you didn't take anything. That means you passed it up. So
So we get real quiet. It's fine because you're like,
Oh shoot. When I got the third thing, I didn't.
when
grab
did you
that.
get it? We also play
Last-
fairly
last round.
You can take this one.
Take-
Take
If you lose by 1 point, we're going to land past you forever, though. But take it.
It's
Go
my
ahead.
first time.
I know.
guys.
Joe. That's the thing is like
It's
that's where we
honestly
help
hard.
each other out because honestly, there's so many things to keep
Yeah.
track of. It's honestly legitimately hard. All right.
They're asking where we're all from.
Or are they asking the chat?
They're asking chat
You
where
care about it. We're all from
NorCal. Weirdly enough, Louisiana. Where are you from?
I'm also from NorCal.
Okay, yeah, I'll never know.
where in
Bay
NorCal?
Area. Bay Area.
Okay, let's say Sacramento.
'Cause-
Where? East Sac. Where? Let's see.
Fun story. I grew up in your basement.
Son of a!
You didn't think you had a basement.
Always banging on pipes at night. What was that? You have night terror?
Part of a long con.
Okay, NorCal kids. That's why NorCal creates good people. Quebec. From Quebec. Okay.
Oh,
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alex. I decided to out of nowhere just say the word Quebec.
And then catchphrase.
The thing is, I've spent so much time with you in my life that didn't even register as odd. Just Quebec. I'm like, yeah, man, Quebec.
It's my new catchphrase.
Chill.
I'm gonna start saying that instead of ass on my ass.
Quebec. Okay, is that it?
Shoots on Quebec.
Stands first.
Oh man.
Oh, I'm
I
first
have
now.
a
Nice.
grandmaster, and you get to deal stuff now.
Dude, I think I can do that.
That is so funny.
Oh, I fucked up. My
First time being grandmaster. Nervous? No.
First time.
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
Are you gonna? Play
Oh,
yes.
right. I have to make decisions first now.
First crack, but
Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
seems logical. Yeah, passing.
Yeah. I'll pass.
All right. Let's see what we got.
The Great Lakes. Someone said a lot of Great Lakes representation. I agree. The Great Lakes freak me out. Why? I've only seen Lake Michigan. Super scary. Because you can't see the other side of it.
It's like an ocean, yeah, in that sense, yeah.
And we live near Tahoe. Tahoe's damn big, but you can see the other side of it.
I mean, you look on it, it's so small comparatively, yeah. It's
Yes, and then I'm like, what is this? The ocean would freak me out. The Great Lakes freak me out. What's in there? We don't know. See, I have no idea.
freaking cracking in the
Could be
bottom of Lake
anything.
Erie. Just hanging
Absolutely,
out.
there's a kraken down there. Are you kidding me?
I'm gonna grab these guys. I think you want them.
Butterfly humping mofo.
That's what they call me. I wish they wouldn't.
Keep telling them to
Insist
stop.
on it.
You live in Connecticut, Cheryl? You've never seen the Great Lake? You're so close. I mean, you're kind of close. Not really.
I don't know. I have no idea.
We're from SoCal, so it's like we're so far away from everything that's not Nevada and Arizona.
Just isolated out here, man. What you doing with those things, man?
Trying to figure that out.
Paint a little butterfly.
I could paint this little butterfly. I think I will.
Happy little butterfly.
So I paint butterflies.
I'm gonna paint that happy little butterfly. That's already on yellow. Got this. But it would maybe help me
When
out.
you
to have
crash,
an
you
animal
say,
paint.
"Holy Toledo!"
It's already there.
Is that an expression?
Cheryl said she was on her way to Toledo and then she had a crash, and so that's why Mike.
Is that where that expression comes from? I'm sorry, I don't mean to make light of your wreck. That sucks. Truly.
I'm. What
Are you good? I'm sorry.
I'm good. Yeah, I can't get anything. I don't think. Because I don't have the right animals for this.
I'm gonna. The animals are hard.
Yeah,
it's tough.
It
dude.
really is, for whatever reason, difficult because they're like specific combinations, and it's like you never have the damn
Well,
crane
here's the
or
thing:
whatever.
if I get a hyena, then I'll have that.
Well, don't worry about it. Mission to snag hyena. I bet there's a hyena under there too.
Probably. is.
So I'm a straight up gangster pass.
Straight up gangsta pass.
Gangsta
I realized I'll first shot at this anyhow.
I'm gonna move my stuff a little to the left because I think
That's fine.
Well, I'm gonna deal these out if that's okay, Grandmaster.
yeah, go for it.
Interessante. I'm gonna grab the rightmost.
That's what I would have done too.
Oh, I really wish I had a hyena so I could have stuck it to you, but I didn't.
I should have held on to this one since I can do that now.
The hold up card.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because then I maybe could have gotten more suns in a row.
This right here is wild. I don't have a mountain to play it, so I'm gonna turn that into my studio. And this, I'm gonna play both of these. I have two different waters. You can't use the same one multiple times, but I have brushes on two separate waters. So I'm going to play both of those. Yeah. And that's going to give me 3 trees. Nick's already passed on the 3 trees. I fear he will get to 4 before me, so I'm just going to take the 3 tree diploma. Right. I want that storm token, but hey, points is points is points. Are you done, Michael? I'm done.
All right. I made another hill landscape ability into knowledge, and then another waterscape, and then I'm going to move this over to a mountainscape so that I can paint another tree and have 4 trees, and I will take this, which is also going to give me another wild Tiken.
Ooh, that's real good for you.
Yeah, I don't have... Oh, no, okay. All right, cool. Yeah, okay. I'll actually do okay in seasons this year, which is... I've never done that well. I think I've never gotten more than like 3. Okay.
Right, so we got some stuff, but I think I'm going to pass.
Interesting. I'm going to have to agree. I'm going to pass. I must pass. I'm sorry. Quebec represent. And
I'll pass.
Right.
Is that like a Canadian thing? That's some sort of slight. Am I making fun of Canadians? Why doesn't Quebec mean throw down? Why does Quebec mean? I'm just gonna wait and see.
You're thinking way more into it than I was.
Well, that's probably making you weren't thinking. So.
That is accurate. So.
Okay. I think again I will pass. I'm not seeing the things that I want.
Yeah, you know, it's frustrating. I'm gonna grab this leftmost column. My studio. This was on. You done goofed, son. This was on that. I'm gonna paint both of these, folks. I've got one already on my trees, one on my ocean. I'm gonna paint both of these in this order, however, to keep the streak alive.
That is not a hyena that I wanted. So, what if I can get both of these 2 extra points?
Alexander, is there like a rough side of Quebec? Someone asked, how is Quebec? He said, it's good depending on where you go. Is there another side of the tracks?
Quebec's a Providence. like the east side of Quebec.
Yeah.
The whole part of this.
4,000 square miles, just like, it's rough out here.
It's just like
But they just disappear into the forest.
just riding a moose, just like in a hoodie, just like,
Wow.
don't come back here. just like
Come on.
disappears back into the foliage. Sorry, we're very sorry. We're dumb, ignorant Americans. Just remember that.
I know, we burn it. Alexander's like, comes all the time. He's a butcher, and we love him. And we ask so many questions about his job, where he lives. It's just, I'm sorry. We don't mean to make you field questions all the time.
It's an 8-hour drive into the woods? That's where your family lives?
Nope.
Into the woods?
Straight up, nope.
Wow. That's
That's where
intense.
the White Walkers live, man. Game of Thrones reference, everybody? That's what they're called, right? Anybody? Has anyone even seen this thing called Game of Thrones? This tiny little game. This tiny little show.
There.
No, man, we're on one tonight. Sorry, guys.
We have a guest, and so we're just
We're all fired up. Normally we're so
quiet.
Yeah.
We're so meek.
What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, Nick, the 15 counts your starting tile.
Is it 11?
11? Yeah.
Yes, it
11.
does.
You know, so you're pretty close.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, 9.
Okay.
8,
I guess I gotta make these. Question.
That's interesting.
So you've got you have 2 more until that like triggers the end of the game.
Yes.
So if we're at 2 cards out and you decide to, and we've both passed, and you grab one, do we still get to play
Yes.
more cards? And grab
Everyone finishes out that
Correct.
turn. Because
Okay.
you can have more than 11. 11
Yes.
just triggers the end of the game. And you get 1 victory point per painting in your thing. So if you have Try to get as many as you possibly can by the end of it. Once someone triggers the game, try to put down like 3 because then it's like it's gonna be 1 point.
So
per.
basically, it says like this is where the last round
Yes.
does not end the game immediately.
Yeah. Okay.
Quebec
No.
Gawa, I love it. It's
all
just
moose.
trees and moose
Trees and moose. That's all that's painted.
and like little shacks in the woods.
Right.
Oh,
What
see,
we got.
I'm just no
Not
You're
loving
not,
it.
you're not digging it. No, I'm
Oh,
not a huge fan either. So I'm gonna pass.
ditto.
apples. Ah,
Sure.
yeah, I'll pass.
How do you have so many things and you're only on mountains?
I painted a lot of mountains, like mountain, double mountain.
Makes sense. No, it makes sense.
Oh, yo, sup?
Oh, yo,
Hyena.
yo! Watch you have double hyena, fool.
Yeah, probably. Nope.
No.
Double hyena.
Bird or flare?
Is that gonna give you the 3 combo?
That's gonna give me the 3.
Well, paint your stuff and then
Yeah.
collect. We'll do this in order this time. So
Definitely doing that. That's gonna get me. I'll move. Actually, no, I've still got that on wild.
Montreal in the Murphy family. True.
oh, I see what you did.
What is this gonna give me?
Sweet Canuck pun.
Muglos. G Money, your name's Chris.
Don't be busting people out, man.
I like calling people by their names.
Sometimes they want to keep your anonymity.
G Money. I'm gonna keep calling G Money even though I know your name. It's because I really like that name.
Wherever he's like, is it Chris? I'm gonna keep calling you man because I told you that. So I'll go with G Money.
His name is Reginald, but he goes by G Money.
All right, so you have the triple combo. Boom, got that diploma. That's well done,
This
sir.
guy.
Yeah, that's good.
Go straight claim that assistant 2-7. Come on, son.
Yeah.
Very well done. Very well done. Cheers and yeah.
Cool, Money. Cool.
Okay.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna call you C Money.
No. I'm gonna pass. I don't want these.
That's the end of that, apparently.
I shut it down. That'll do.
Oh. On my ass.
I was
Okay.
gonna say where.
Where is your ass?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna take this first column.
Yes!
This is
Actually, he's
I'm gonna
Oh, you
play.
get those.
is-
Oh, so many buildings.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No, I want to do that. Oh damn, it's an interesting question. And it's an interesting thing.
They don't trigger me.
What? You better not be painting, bro. You better put them in your studio.
I took this to be eligible for a different diploma, but I could get 2 more buildings out and get that diploma, which would also give me another wild.
Well, I suppose
If you just want to hog all the wilds, yeah.
Which I do.
seriously, man, share the wealth, bro. All
A
right.
little greedy.
I'm gonna put this in down here, which will allow me to hold a card in my hand if I wish. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. What I'm gonna do. I'm gonna bring this down here to my wild, and I'm gonna play it as a sun, and I'm gonna play this person here. It's not enough to get me enough things. It's just one character on their own, but it might get me one for the future. I'm gonna hang on to this card. I'm not gonna play it. I'm gonna use my little ability here to hang on to it in hopes that I can pull something out in my butt.
Forgetting. I can
Hashtag
hang
true.
on to a card. I've got that ability. I need to use it.
I mean,
pointless now.
you know, yeah. I mean, this you had the opportunity to play that, so there's no reason not to.
Yeah.
And points is points is points. So
I am not ending the game. Because I now have 4 sons, which means I can take this diploma.
roommate's looking at you.
Wait, you
Oh,
already
I-
have that one.
Oh, I should have ended the game. Damn it, I already took that?
Yeah.
Oh, can I go
You
back?
good? Past enemy.
Damn it.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, there's no way I'm going to get that one.
Oh,
Unless I get very lucky.
Shit, I was not thinking.
Why? What?
I already took this one. I was not looking. I decided to make this decision so I could get this one, not knowing that I already took this. I should have ended the damn game.
Classic.
Damn it. All right, well, we'll deal with it.
Well, I'm glad you messed
You
that up.
can get the 2 buildings.
Nah, I'm gonna pass. That's,
All right.
might as well.
Right, this is likely the last round.
Shit. Respect. We'll holler later. Congrats.
What was it?
What I don't want to say on the air.
Oh, true.
Then it might jinx it. That's fine. Good news. All good things. All good things. All good things.
There was a person behind camera.
That was our
Oh,
roommate.
roommate, who comes on like midstream every time, which is hilarious. All right, you guys-
I am passing. Nothing appeals to me.
So stupid. You're gonna kill
Same.
me the game. I bet you pass him. I'll pass. Shit. You watch your language over there. Poopy. Oh, poop.
What you gonna do, Brew? What you gonna do?
I will pass.
I'm going to take the leftmost column here. I'm going to paint both these. I've got one brush on my wild, which would be for my son, and I've got one on my tree here. So I'm going to place both of these here. Let me first spell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This will be the last one. So I got 2 characters that are different. I'm going to collect that diploma because I ain't going to get further. And I now have a stag and hyena, which is one of the combinations for this diploma, which I'm going to grab. And I will grab another paintbrush, although I don't believe I'll use it. And I guess
you are now triggering the end of the game, I
Yeah,
believe.
and I guess at this point I'll put this in my studio. It's not going to help me, but there it goes.
Can you paint it? No, I guess not.
I can't. I've never got any mountains and used my one wild anyhow. So that's it. This will be the last round.
Okay.
Get what you can. I'm going to take this. Come on, baby. Darn. Poopy. I'm just going to try these both in there, which is going to give me the Grandmaster at the end of the game.
Mm.
Wait, no, I should build at least one of these. 2 points. All right. I want to build this one. Move this here. I made 11, and then I'll turn this one into knowledge, which will give me itties. Oh, man, that was such a stupid play.
Alright.
What that's going to cost me the game?
I'll build some knowledge with this guy. That gives me an extra move thing, which gets me 3.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
You did get to the
Yeah,
three. Well
I
done.
was not expecting that to happen,
Nice.
but it did.
Very well.
And then these, I
That's-
think I'll just paint them. Because why not?
Yeah, but it's a quantity over quality thing. I don't know, man. He's got 18. Shame on over here, Mike. I did not do well. Straight hustles. What's this? Is it Kana? What's it called? Been playing for years.
I'm ranked nationally.
I am Charles Chevalier. That's my art. That's my.
Charles
that's your,
Chevalier.
that's your designer.
You
name.
didn't realize you were playing with Charlie Chevs.
Yeah, Chad. Big Chad.
Charlie Chef, throw it down.
I did not do good.
Well, let's
Wow.
see what actually happened.
Yeah.
I don't know if I won.
All right,
So,
let's-
1 point for every thing up top, including your starting tile?
Yes.
Okay.
You're always gonna have at least 1 point in the game.
So you're gonna start. You're gonna have 1 point
Probably
per
more.
thing. You're gonna add up any little,
Point things,
points to subtract them.
And then your
Your
longest,
longest season and diplomas.
Yeah. My long season is 2. So.
All right, so that's
Watch us do
That was
math.
the fun part of the show. 11, 14, yeah, 14, 18, and then minus 4, so back to 14. 14 plus 14 is 28, plus 4 is 32. You have this now, I think.
No one be shouting round numbers. I'm barely hanging on the one in my head. Don't be shouting. Everyone tries to. They start typing like
Man,
40, 32, 17.
I did not do good.
Okay. I got the number.
I
Luckily, you don't have to count the high in this one, so it's not even that difficult.
That is true. It's not quite as much bookkeeping.
Okay.
all right. So it's
Oh,
points for each
shiza.
of these.
I wanted to have a little fun with the wire. I just
What
screwed
did
the
you
shot.
do?
Yeah, you did. Jesus, Mike.
What do I even do?
Our camera is not taped to the light above our table.
No.
It's definitely
Yeah.
not.
All right, so what was the question? Yeah, so it's one.
Okay, so 1 for each of these.
Yes.
1 for each symbol with
Yep.
points, minus 1 for each of those things.
So basically, all
points-
these cancel each other out, so
yeah.
don't worry about this.
Points for all of these,
Yep.
and then
Longest season.
longest season, and that's it.
Yes.
All right.
And then plus this if you had this, but
I don't. So What you got?
32. Real bad.
Well, then I guess I didn't do great either because I also got 32.
No, that's not true. There's no way. How could you only have 32?
So I've got 11, 12, 13, 14, and then these cancel out. This is another 14, so it's 28. Another 4 is 32.
What do you have?
35.
That was close.
What a squeaker!
You know what?
Yeah.
32 to
if I had
35.
taken this damn thing instead of mistaking this, I would have freaking won.
Mm.
Okay, that was a really close game then. Okay,
Yeah.
I figured you were. I think just because I was looking at it this way, it looked like you had like 15 of these.
I thought I did too, and I
But
think
these kind
that's
of because this whole thing
Yeah.
knocked out. Where I had a lot of these on my thing, and honestly, these 2 wilds because it gave me 5 points instead of 2.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So
I managed to get like 4 spring at the start, and then I just randomly got 2 storms.
Oh,
so
damn.
that looked
Wow,
pretty good. Yeah.
wow,
I was
yeah.
hoping to get storms, and then every time I got them, I was like, I should probably just use it for this.
Well,
Yeah.
and I lucked out that like
Instead.
almost everything I took was like
And
mountains.
here's the thing:
So, like
if
I never
first
needed
to
more of
last,
these.
there's 3 points difference.
It's not
that was
bad.
clearly
Yeah.
a fine strategy. I don't even know what I got this right at the end. That's 2 points, which cancel out that. I mean, one more or less card, and at the end I got 2 diplomas. I got 6
Yeah.
points.
Yeah,
So,
this cost me the game. This stupid thing. God, that was dumb with me.
Thank you.
All right,
Was it GG?
that is Kanagawa. What'd you think?
I think it's a fun game. It's definitely, it's like not too complicated, but
No.
like you're saying, it's got a good strategy to it.
Yes.
There's a lot of avenues that you could
Yes.
go for. It doesn't seem like any one is better than the other.
Not
it's
as
just
far as I can
what
tell.
you feel like going
Yeah.
for at that time.
That's like seems like
And
it's
I
tough to
like the
create
picking
that.
cards because it's just, for the most part, no one ever picks on the first one, but there are times where you're just like,
Yeah.
with this set, especially the higher, and then the 2-player game, you usually wait always till 3 just because it's almost always worth it. But like, as you
Yeah.
get higher player counts, it's like, oh, I really need this, and it gets interesting, very very interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. What I like is that you will see the backs of the cards not only on these red spots, but also like what's coming up next.
Yes, you
on
know
the
what's
deck.
coming next. Yeah,
But like it doesn't always have what it says
Yes.
it's gonna have.
Yeah,
yeah, you
Some of
really
these things
don't
are
know.
empty.
it's just likely to have that. And sometimes if they're empty, they come with like some other bonus, but there's a little bit of risking it on like a face down card. I think I grabbed when there's only 2 cards like 2 or 3 times this game. It worked out. So you're like sometimes it just is worth
Yeah.
it to do. And so this game it's it just packs a lot in a small and still easily accessible package.
Yeah.
Like it's not overly difficult, but it's easy to learn, difficult to master.
As the saying goes. Yeah, I really like it a lot. It's a very good.
It's a very good.
It's a very good.
That's how words work.
Yeah.
I'll show you some language.
Yeah,
right there.
it's a good one. Again, I like it. It's simple. It's got a lot of strategy. It's cool. It's
Wow.
That's kind of Gawa, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed watching. Oh yeah. Oh hey. Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome.
All right. Well, while we Yellow does know how to print a game. They're always very very pretty.
Yeah.
They take their art very seriously, and they're usually pretty good. I mean, I'm trying to think of a Yellow game I played that I don't enjoy. They're all they usually make pretty high quality stuff. At least you know their production value is going to be like primo.
Well, that matters. Yeah,
It does. It's a
just
big deal to me.
satisfying. Just satisfying.
Yeah.
You didn't
God, I
need to
hate
do it,
giraffe-looking games.
but it just works.
Yeah. So while we're packing up, does anybody have any questions
Any stuff you're
or anything?
playing
Or
tonight?
what are y'all getting up to after
If
this?
anybody else wants to agree with me that Splendor is a good
Yeah,
game,
you know what? That's a good point. Let's open that up. Everyone type in Splendor, yay or nay, and then why.
So here's the thing: you were saying that it was a themeless game.
So there's
But-
no theme.
No. If you look, it's okay. I'll agree that it's thin. But here's the thing that I actually love about the art design about it.
Okay.
So you've got the 3 tiers. For anyone who doesn't know, Splendor's a game where you are gem merchants, and your economy is gems. The cards you get help you get more gems. It's a very simple game. The theme is very light, but there's 3 tiers of cards, and on the bottom tier, every card is a mine. It's a gem mine, and each one is different based on the different gems you get. Then on the second tier, the art on the cards represents 2 things. One is the mode of delivery. You have your supply lines. You're getting your gems out somewhere. You also have gem cutters, people who are making the jewelry with these gems. And at the end, you have your storefronts. So it's not like the theme is really important to the game, but you can imagine that like you are building a gem empire from this, starting from your mode of collecting gems, getting it out to where it needs to go, cutting them right, and then finally selling it to people.
Okay,
Go on.
I was to say, I've never actually looked that much at the cards to see, and I agree, that gives it a little more to consider if you're like, now my gems are on trucks.
Yeah.
But what were you gonna say, man?
I was gonna say whether or not I feel like a game has theme or has a good theme is if what the game mechanics are make you feel like you're doing whatever that theme is. So like, first of all, I did not know that. Again, I've never looked at the cards hard enough. But my whole thing is that when I'm on the first tier things, I'm not like I'm mining now, and then I'm traveling. And that's the thing is like, so to me, it's like it's a theme, but it's a pace it on theme that has nothing to do with the mechanics. And that's I pace it on theme games, just especially for some reason, engine builders that are like just completely pasted on, just don't do it for me for whatever reason.
Yeah, I think something we've discovered so far is engine building as a mechanic is totally cool, but I need it to be part of something.
You want it to be
bigger.
part of a bigger game.
Yeah, so Terraforming Mars
itself.
is mostly an engine building game, but like you're also
but the
like
theme makes sense,
raising,
and all the cards.
So,
and so it's. I mean, ultimately, like, would I play it? Sure. I don't hate the game that
those
much.
chips
It's just
are
like,
so fun,
and they are satisfying.
Components.
And it's one of the things I think the game, because the game is so popular, and I don't get the popularity of Splendor. I understand
It got
it.
a big bump by Shut Up and Sit Down.
Yeah, it did. And again, like as a symbol, you can teach it to damn near anyone. The chips are very satisfying. It's a good like, hey, let's play a game in 20 minutes. You know, it's good for that.
So some thoughts from the chat here. Play it on the phone, but not in the board game. And I've thought about that before. It seems like just something you could passively do. Someone says Splendor's not existent, but the art could be enough to. That's why like Century Golem Edition, if I was to get one, would make the most sense because it seems like the most interesting to look at out of those types of simple games.
Yeah. Century Spice Road's the same thing. It's like, yeah, it has a theme, but like you're just trading cubes for other cubes, and ultimately it just doesn't feel like anything.
Yeah, Splendor's a lighter game that I've been able to teach to kids and newbies alike. Totally great for that. We played Splendor with different people at board game cafes because we know we can teach it super fast.
Yeah,
it's played. The
Really
other thing,
easy to get to the table.
yeah, the other thing for me, because I've like in the past wanted to get Splendor, but it's because the components are good. It's like
overly
$40
expensive.
or something. Like I can't justify the cost, but also I wouldn't want it to have less good components. So it's like it is stuck.
And Alex asked if we received our early Christmas present. Yes, we did. There was an unopened box over there. Full of goodies.
It's about to go down, son. I can't wait.
We sold the game Conan. That was a big Kickstarter.
Oh yeah.
We just never played because we never have the player counts, so we sold it. And then we used the proceeds for that to buy games that we will play.
We'll
And
bust them up and see what's in this
we've
box.
been over the last couple days been getting games from we got them from various places and stuff. So we got
How much did you sell Conan for?
we sold it for ultimately it ended up being like $180.
Jeez.
And that was cheap. I priced almost every single one for like the Kickstarter one. That there might be games in there.
I hope there are.
At the top.
Just you're like, what did I do? We priced
Because-
it lower than a lot of other.
almost every single because we really just want to get rid of it. We're like,
Sure.
because we knew we were going to get a lot of money for it, so we're going to be able to buy like 5 games for this
it
one
has
game.
all the expansions or
So-
Kickstarter stuff.
Yeah, because it was like a huge Kickstarter. So we sold it for $160, but almost every single other one that I saw, the base price was $200, and a lot of times more. And so we're like, screw it, let's do like $160. We know it's going to sell because that's actually a really good price for that game.
Yeah.
They
And
only
you
give
give us packing peanuts.
I know, I do hate that.
They only put games in here.
Packing humor.
Right, guys? Sorry.
But yeah, and the game is fine, but it's just we just never play it. Like it's just you might as well get a game games that we'll play.
Yeah.
And so we got Prodigals Club, we got
5 Tribes.
5 Tribes, we got Yampians of Midgard.
Boom. Boom.
Nice.
Quite heavy. Wow.
Yeah, it's got a lot of stuff. There's a lot of
We
dice.
got an expansion for that somewhere.
That is heavy. Wow. Let's look at this one. Oh yeah,
Yeah, here.
the Viking worker placement game.
Okay.
So yes,
we got the
expansion.
Valhalla expansion
Valhalla.
for that because we
So allows you to do stuff with your
we've
dead
already played
people.
this game, really love it, I've heard this. Every single person who's played says it just takes it to like a crazy level. So we're like, tight. Bye, Muglos. Bye.
Bye.
Sleep well.
And then the other thing we got, because this is the ding and dent. That's fine.
Oh, I have wanted to play this game.
So have we.
This is. I'll give this up to Alex right here because he has been pushing this game for like. Is this seriously why this game was way cheaper? Because the shrink is a little bit.
The shrink is
Okay, can we just talk about how great ding and dents are? We have now gotten 2 ding and dents. There's nothing wrong with this game. The shrink is messed up.
literally 0 damage.
And this was what, $20 cheaper?
It was like 40 some odd.
We got this game for like $40 or $45 because it's a ding and dent. Because this shrink is a little off. Usually the ding and dents have like a dented corner or something like that. But now
Even
the 2
then.
ding and dents I've gotten, there's nothing wrong with the game.
Where'd you get that from?
We
This
got
is
these from Cool Stuff Inc.
cool stuff.
Okay,
Inc.
cool.
Yeah,
We have Terraforming Mars coming from Miniature Market, and we got
on Saturday.
5 Tribes and Progress Club from Amazon. We tried to support others, but they were cheaper and came like, you're like, do you want this game tomorrow? And I'm like, yep.
Yeah, so I never like to buy things on Amazon
It's
if
hard.
I can help it.
So yeah,
But man, it was a lot cheaper. And they're like, you want it tomorrow? We're like, kinda.
we gotta play this Ninja Turtles thing because this thing seems super cool. I still don't know much about it, but like the way, like the dice work, I guess.
I don't know too much about the mechanics of it, but it's like you know Descent.
Yeah.
It's like that.
It's
but
one
just
versus
with
all, yeah.
just with Teenage
Yeah.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, with like
But the
the
co-op-
best theme of all time.
If you're on the team, the cooperation's like super, super cool. Where you have a bunch of like each turtle has its own die, right? So you roll your die, and then you have to place them out in a certain way because the die on your very right, the die on your very left help the turtles to those sides.
Neat.
So like they also
So
get
you're
to
really
use whatever
doing, like-
die is nearest to them.
So it's like truly
So it's
team
super
fighting.
cool team.
Yeah.
And then there's an expansion coming out now that makes the game full co-op. So if we don't want to play the one versus all, or if it's just like me and him,
Yeah.
because me versus him is not quite as fun, we can just play it all co-op. And I'm like, and then it's turtles.
But it's like, yeah, I'm interested for the. I think there's the campaign.
Yes, it's a campaign
mode
too.
for it.
Yeah.
That's-
Well,
I love long form games. My a group of friends and I played through Pandemic Legacy Season 1, and it's one of the best board game experiences.
I'm opening it.
we're
we
friggin'
ever
stuck in like May.
What is
right
it?
there?
Oh, yeah.
Pandemic
Oh,
Legacy.
no.
Oof.
We got through May pretty quickly, and then just the
Just the
schedule
group- yeah.
gods have been against us. Like we don't want to say too much for. I mean, we're late to the
I
party now.
found the problem.
Oh, there you go.
Here's
Burn
our
it.
dent.
Burn the
yeah,
game.
send it back.
Thank God this game was $40 less.
But like it's going down. in
Yeah.
Pandemic it's
Like
like
hot.
for the first few months we're like we're cruising. What's even? Oh my god! And then all hell broke loose.
The thing I love about Pandemic Legacy, so without giving any spoilers away, a mechanic of the game is
Ooh,
that
comic book.
Cool.
nice. A mechanic of the game is that as you play, if you win, then you have fewer options in future rounds
Yes.
of like the government funding essentially.
Yes.
It's like
Yes.
the extra cards they give you, which makes perfect sense
Yes.
as far as gameplay mechanics goes. But I love the idea behind it, which is like the government saying, "Oh, you guys are doing fine. You don't need our money anymore."
Yeah, so accurate. like,
These
you know,
diseases
like-
are barely a problem.
yeah.
They're
Totally.
only killing the poor.
Yeah,
It's
so
like-
as you lose, you get better. But like as you win, your resources start getting stripped away. And my
That is
gosh.
a genius, and it's just like I like when games like they throw low key politics at you. They're just like, yeah, kind of sucks, huh?
Yeah.
we find
Sucks
money's
when
always
that
good, but
happens.
you know whatever. We'll wait for London to fall, and then be like, maybe we should give them a couple $100. How much antibiotics cost? Someone tell me.
You are in for some stuff though.
Oh, I know. I'm like,
Not gonna say anything, but that game is
one
good.
of our players is like dropped out completely. So then the other person, we're like, okay, cool. So like we're down, right? And he's like, yeah, let's start
Yeah,
playing
it's
again.
kinda
Like, all right,
worked
tight.
out.
So it's actually better now. We're gonna start playing again,
Nice.
Yeah, we need
which
to.
is because season 2 is out.
Yeah.
And everyone says season 2 is even better, and I'm just like, I want to play season 2.
I've heard some mixed things. Not that no one's saying that it's bad.
Oh,
Everyone's
okay.
saying that it's good.
Interesting.
But I have heard the opinion that's like it's good, but because of the way it presents its narrative, you care about it differently. Whereas Pandemic is like it's very easy to care about it because it's the world. It's the world as you know it.
Sure.
But
That's
before,
true. Yeah, and it's like 65 years later or something
Yeah,
like that, right?
season 2 is like this is not the world as you know it, and so
Yeah.
it's a little bit harder to connect. But that's I think going to be your mileage may vary.
Yeah.
You know, so like I love different worlds. And
Yeah.
so I'm going to be able to get into that super easily. Like I already know.
Same for me. From the little bit that I understand about it, it's got me super fired up because it's the idea of we all know what the world was like before, and now we're here, and now we begin our journey. So to me, like that just goes even deeper. Like that's so cool. I guess maybe for some people, I don't know. For me, I'm like that's the fact that it's a continuation to some degree from season 1.
Peace out, C Money.
Peace.
Oh, Almost Heaven. It's my favorite part too. Like the best part of gaming is just
It's
you
satisfying.
get a new game.
Yeah.
Just
Oh yeah.
pop
Me
it
too.
in
Everyone's
there.
like, "Oh, they'll punch all the stuff out." I'm like, I would buy games just to do that.
It's like my favorite thing to do when I get a game. It's like
Yeah.
I'm just gonna spend the next half hour just doing this. Y'all can do
Yeah,
it.
do
over
it,
there.
Especially with a new
Yeah, I
game, and
agree.
you're just like, I wonder what these do. I'm gonna put them because they
Yeah.
look like this, and I'm gonna organize. Yeah, I totally agree. Nick and I have had and are going to have, and we're gonna stream it full on sleeve parties where we like get 1,000 sleeves and just sleeve a bunch of stuff, and we're just sitting there chatting like, yeah, so what are you doing? And just sleeving stuff.
Yeah,
And it's
it's
very
great.
satisfying, you know.
This must be the campaign book. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Oh, it's book
Yeah,
one.
if,
Book.
if you guys are doing the campaign of this,
Dude,
We
yeah.
are fully
You live
invited.
so
Yeah.
far.
I know.
But when can you even get here?
Yeah, the traffic.
Yeah,
will
there's a
be
ton of
a
expansions to
thing.
do already. I'm just like, oh.
We can paint these. That's pretty gangster, dude. I
These
might be down
die,
to try to
these
learn.
pretty die. They're all unique. I love
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. And if you have folks that you think, because this plays 2 to 5, so I
Yeah.
feel like
You need someone to play Shredder.
5 would be
Shredder,
pretty
Foot
cool.
Clan.
I'm trying to think of which turtle out. So, okay, here's the question: which turtle were you when you were a kid?
Yeah, it's a good one. I was
Everyone
always
was a turtle,
Leonardo.
for sure.
Yeah,
Okay, the
All
weird
they gave
thing,
us bags. I'm doing a metagame minute about this.
it's so important.
What?
Yes.
Bags?
That
Just-
games give
I
you
did a
bags.
whole metagame minute on it for sure. Oh yeah,
you
you better
paid the
believe
2
it.
cents it costs to
Yeah.
like package this in the box.
Specifically, bags with a hole in them.
Yeah.
Yes, because
So
I
you
don't have to cut a hole.
snip 'em.
Yeah, because you could. Then you can.
They just flatten
Because one
immediately.
of my friends, I love him to death, but he's like relatively rough on games, and like whenever he puts stuff back in bags, like we play Elder
It's full
Scrolls
of air.
sometimes, and and he just closes it, and I'm like, dude, like
Then
they're
you have to
literally
grab
bags
it,
of this
open it
big.
up.
Exactly. I tried to do that. I'm looking, I'm kind of like so. And
Yeah.
here's the thing, I'm like, I'm like, oh my. Like, get the air out of it. This is never gonna fit. Already, it's not gonna fit. Like, we can't make it harder to fit.
So the question that we got is, do we ever have a battle to see who can punch out a game, like a race, who can punch out the fastest, or like, if you punch that, I'm going to punch you in the
I
face?
was gonna say a boxing match would be the way to decide it naturally.
Who's going to open this game,
Yeah.
and who's going to read the rules?
Who's gonna open this one? Yeah.
We're pretty
Fair
friendly
enough.
about it. We just kind of split things up and start punching and chatting.
What were we just talking about before we got on back?
I know.
We were just about to talk about
No, it was something. Okay, which turtle were we?
Oh!
Which turtle were you? Yes.
Very important. Okay, so
Truth. Very important.
this has been a weird thing.
You
It's
were
a lifelong thing. So obviously, we're a bunch of dudes who were born of a certain age. Like Ninja Turtles were. I'm so happy that they're
Life.
still so important to people.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like it's never ended. But I was Leonardo because I was always the oldest,
Okay.
and so like Leonardo's sort of like the older brother, the leader.
Yeah.
And so I was always Leo, but like literally, I'm much more Michelangelo.
Yeah.
In terms of personality, I never had the opportunity to be that.
I
Because
find that so interesting because when I was a kid, I was the youngest and I was Michelangelo.
yeah,
And then as I got older, I identified a lot more with Leonardo. Although now I consider myself more Donatello.
When I was a kid, I was
Donatello's a good one to be.
Never.
great.
Never.
Personally, never rap.
No. We have a friend that was like, that was a Raphael for sure. The
Yeah.
moodier one, yeah.
Yeah, I was always Donatello because one, no one really wanted to be him because he was like the nerdy one, I suppose. But
Oh no. Oh, go
but
ahead,
also just because my favorite color was purple,
Okay.
and so like I was always like I want to be the purple one, and that was
now,
like 90%
now we
of
like
it.
analyze which turtle we are with so much more subtlety.
Yes,
and grace.
back then I
then
liked
it's like, you like
purple.
purple, you're Donatello.
Yeah,
You're
that
on the
was
stick, you're Donatello.
yeah, 100%.
See, my favorite color is green, so I'm covered either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really money. Yeah, you're cash money on that.
Now, Donatello's
So
weird,
good.
like the coolest because he's the smartest, but he's also stupid like Michelangelo. Like they get into shenanigans
And
together.
he's also super badass. Yeah, it's
Yeah, so I'm
like,
like
High
Donnie's
end, low wisdom.
yes, and
Yeah.
Donnie's the best. Like he's just like a super smart scientist, but then he's just like chomping on pork rinds with Mikey in the first one. And like
Yeah.
you're the coolest by
Yeah,
far.
by far. I feel like Leo is the best of them, and here's why: because the turtles never kill anybody, but Leo has swords.
Yeah.
So if you
Like
need to-
Donatello has a stick. You know, Mikey has 2 sticks connected to a chain. You know, it's like Roth kills people. Let's be honest. He murders people in the sewers.
He's got 2 chains.
When
But,
no
like,
one's looking, he
How does he
does.
not kill every single person he's fighting? Let's be honest. He's got 2 katanas.
Because he always, the first move he does, it throws him to the ceiling.
and then
Yeah.
he kicks
and
somebody.
they just never.
He's
takes
never
his-
using
yeah.
them. Like, exactly. So I'm always like, God, he's got so much willpower. Because he just, he's not murdering every single
He's
person.
the
he sees.
wisest. He is a teenager. He's a 15-year-old with swords and full access to use them, and doesn't kill anybody.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Freaking insane.
God, I love turtles.
Oh, TMNT for life. We'll definitely get up into this, bro. I'm not even
Yeah,
kidding. We will
awesome.
get up into it. Oh, so excited.
Very excited.
I hope when stuff comes in the mail.
It's the best.
Just getting mail these days.
Yeah, getting packages. Mail sucks.
That's
Packages,
true, yeah. Mail.
Mail's
Ooh.
always terrible.
Mail's never anything interesting.
Well, alrighty. I think we
Yep,
will.
April. Nice. Almost heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
April. You can get. There's a bunch you can get other heroes. You can get Casey Jones,
Oh, yeah.
I was
April
I was
O'Neil.
hoping
And you can beat them too. And I'm like, tight. I don't think they're very expensive either. You get their die, their player card, and their little figurine. That's it. I'm like, tight.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
We'll have to look into
That's
that.
smart.
Oh, be Casey
Have like a
Jones
little
for
mini
sure.
expansion like that.
Yeah, it's great. Especially if it's not too bad. It's like, yeah, great. Coolio.
cricket.
Awesome.
No one understands cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
100%.
I'll teach you. Bam. Jose Canseco bat. Told me to pay for this. Okay, rap is hilarious. Okay. Anyway, that'll be it for us, folks. Enough of that noise.
Check us out on social media on Twitter. Follow us on Twitch if you don't already. Follow this gen. Plug your YouTube again. Sir.
I am on youtube.com/RTFM show. Or just look up RTFM board games and you'll find me.
Yep.
TI4 coming at you
before the holidays. I am committed to making that happen.
Okay.
So I'm gonna just breathe fire into my computer until a video is edited. That's how it
fair.
works.
That is how it works.
Edit
We know
yourself down.
we live in Hollywood. We know how these things work.
Yeah. That's awesome. Can't wait.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for watching. We'll be back tomorrow with Pandemic, my favorite game of all time.
nice.
Going co-op.
Yeah, and we'll probably be
Tomorrow.
streaming around the same time, 6 o'clock, because that's when I get home from work. So
Assuming,
we're not on fire.
yeah, we make jokes and stuff, but it's like gnarly.
Some of our friends have had to evacuate. Like
Yeah.
I have a number of coworkers had to evacuate too. So
yeah. Anyway, but we'll be here so long as we can be. Oh, I just drew on the damn. Now it's date and dead. Son of a.
Alright.
Sorry.
You're
Thank you so
making it
much.
true.
I know.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Peace.